Waqar Younis Waqar Younis Maitla Punjabi Urdu Waqar Younis Maitla, born 16 November 1971, is a Pakistani cricket coach, commentator, and former cricketer who captained Pakistan National Cricket Team. A right-arm fast bowler, Waqar Younis is regarded as one of the greatest bowlers to have played the game. He is the former head coach of the Pakistani cricket team. He is also the former bowling coach of the Pakistan National Cricket Team. As of 2021, Younis holds the record for the youngest Pakistani Test captain and the fourth youngest Test captain in history, 22 years, 15 days. He played 87 Tests and 262 one-day international ODI matches for Pakistan during his international cricket career from 1989 to 2003. Younis' trademark was his ability to reverse swing a cricket ball at high speed. He took 373 Test wickets and 416 one-day international wickets during his career. Together with bowling partner Wasim Akram, he formed one of the world's most feared bowling attacks. Younis has the best strike rate, after Dale Steyn, for any bowler with over 350 Test wickets. He is the youngest bowler to take 400 wickets in ODI cricket. He is also placed in the top 10 of all time based on ICC rankings. He worked as a bowling coach with the national side from 2006 to 2007. Waqar was appointed as the coach of the Pakistan cricket team on 3 March 2010. He resigned as Pakistan's cricket coach on 19 August 2011, citing personal reasons. He joined Sunrisers Hyderabad as their bowling coach for the Indian Premier League 2013 season. On 4 September 2019, Younis was appointed by the PCB as Pakistan's new bowling coach on a 3-year contract. He replaced Azhar Mahmood, who was sacked after Pakistan's disappointing performance in the ICC World Cup 2019 tournament. Early and personal life. Younis was born in Burrawala, Bahari district, Punjab, Pakistan, to a Punjabi family. He had studied in Sadiq Public School, Bahawalpur, Pakistan, the Pakistan Islamia School in Sharjah, and the Government College in Burrawala, Pakistan. He was raised in Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, where his father was a contract worker. He returned to Pakistan and started playing cricket there during his adolescent years. He used to travel to Burrawala to play cricket, which garnered him the nickname of the Burrawala Express. During his school and college days, he was what he himself calls an all-round athlete, being a runner, a javelin thrower, a high jumper, and a pole vaulter in different competitions, initially being a leg spinner before choosing pace bowling. He is married to Dr. Farial Waqar Younis, a Pakistani Australian. The couple's 3 children, Azan, Maryam, and Mera, also hold dual citizenship of both nations. Since 2005, Younis has lived in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Younis has also worked as a television sports commentator for the 9 Network in Australia and for 10 Sports in the United Arab Emirates. Playing career. Younis began his cricket career in 1987-88 Pakistan, playing for several first-class cricket clubs. However, he suffered an injury when he had cut and removed his little finger on his left hand after he had jumped into a canal. He recovered from this accident and went on to continue his sporting career. He was eventually discovered by former Pakistan captain Imran Khan and was selected to be part of the national side. He had played only 6 first-class games when he got picked for the Pakistan camp out of the blue. Waqar says, "I remember Imran was not feeling well at the time and was not present at the camp. Luckily, the Super Wills Cup was going on, and there was a match between United Bank and Delhi Roman 11. Salim Jaffer got injured, and I got the opportunity to play that game. Imran watched me on TV and actually came to the ground to watch the end of the game." Domestic. English audiences became aware of Waqar's talent during the early 1990s, when he played for Surrey. By taking 113 wickets in 582 overs for Surrey in 1991, at a mere 14.65 apiece, and by carrying on his shoulders an otherwise moderate county attack, he announced himself as one of the finest contemporary bowlers. There he displayed excellent cricketing performances and attracted attention from the sporting public. He went on to win the English County Championship with Glamorgan in 1997. He took 7 wickets for 25 against Lancashire at Liverpool on 21 June 1997, which included a hat-trick achieved after narrowly missing a hat-trick, and took 68 wickets in the season. International. Younis made his international cricket debut for Pakistan against India on 16 November 1989, in the same match that Indian batsman Sachin Tendulkar made his debut. Waqar took 4 wickets in the drawn match, including the wickets of Tendulkar and Kapil Dev. He made an immediate impression with his speed and became known in the cricket media as Wiki or the Burrawala Express. Waqar, along with Wasim Akram, opened the bowling attack regularly for Pakistan, becoming a feared and potent attack. At his peak, he developed into a very quick fast bowler and achieved a hat-trick in a one-day international match against New Zealand in 1994. During the early periods of 2000, he stayed out of the Pakistan team for a brief period, allegedly due to suspension and conflicts with bowling partner and captain Akram. His return to cricket came with him being appointed the captain of Pakistan. However, he had to deal with allegations of ball tampering and a number of controversies. In July 2000, Waqar was banned to play in an international match for ball tampering and was fined 50% of his match fee. He was the first cricketer to be banned from playing in a match for such incident. He was involved in further controversy during 2003 World Cup matches. In the opening match against Australia, Waqar was removed from the attack after bowling a beamer at Andrew Symonds, becoming the first bowler to be disciplined in such a way during an international match. The Pakistanis then crashed out of the group stage after winning only 2 matches, both against associate member teams. After the tournament, he conceded the captaincy and was dropped from international selection. After a nearly 15-year career, Waqar announced his retirement from cricket altogether in April 2004. At the end of his career, he finished as the second highest wicket taker for Pakistani in Test cricket with 373 wickets. Coaching. In March 2006, he was appointed as the bowling coach for Pakistan. He resigned from this position on 6 January 2007 in protest against the Pakistan Cricket Board decision to retain him only for the Test series against South Africa and not for the subsequent series of 5 one-day. He also blamed captain Inzamam ul-Haq for going with Mushtaq Ahmed instead of him for the bowling coach position. He was reappointed as Pakistan's bowling and fielding coach for their tour of Australia in December 2009. In February 2010, Younis was appointed the head coach of Pakistan after Intikhab Alam was sacked as coach, owing to the low level of performances of the national side during the tour of Australia earlier that year. Waqar's first job as coach was to lead an inexperienced Pakistan side missing Younis Khan, Mohammad Yusuf and Shoaib Malik to the 2010 ICC World Twenty20 as a consolation, though Waqar had 2 top-notch bowlers in Mohammad Amir and Mohammad Asif at his disposal. He guided the defending champions to the semi-final of the tournament before they were eliminated by Australia, whose Mike Hussey struck 3 sixes in the final over. The World Twenty20 was followed with the 2010 Asia Cup, in which Pakistan lost to Sri Lanka by a narrow margin as Pakistan's top order collapsed and Shahid Afridi's 109 just failed to guide Pakistan to victory. In the following match, Pakistan lost narrowly against India courtesy of a 6 by Harbhajan Singh from the 3rd ball of the final over. The following match was a dead rubber between Pakistan and Bangladesh, and another Afridi century meant Pakistan scored 385 runs, and they comfortably won the match by 139 runs. A tour of England followed, with 2 2020s against Australia and 2 Test matches. Pakistan won both 2020s comfortably, and the first Test saw Pakistan defeated by 154 runs. Pakistan rallied in the second Test, and for the first time in 15 years Pakistan defeated Australia in a Test match. The previous victory in 1995 was also assisted by a superb bowling spell by Waqar Younis. This tour was followed by a controversial tour of England as Pakistan headed into the final Test match, needing to win it to level the series 2-2. The news of the world broke the news that Mohammed Amir, Mohammed Asif and Captain Salman but were involved in spot fixing. This saw the 3 players temporarily suspended, and Pakistan lost by an innings and 225 runs, their biggest defeat in history. Low team morale meant the next 2 T20 matches were won comfortably by England, and the subsequent ODI series was won 3-2 by England as well. This was followed by a tour of Abu Dhabi against South Africa. Pakistan lost the first 2020 match by 6 wickets following a batting collapse. Pakistan also lost the ODI series of 5 matches 3-2. Pakistan won the second ODI due to Abdul Razak's superb performance of 109 off 72 balls. The Test series of 2 matches with South Africa was drawn. He also stated that now it was the time for Pakistan to rally and prepare for the World Cup. Pakistan started the World Cup campaign in a strong fashion, winning 5 out their 6 group matches and finishing on top of their group. Pakistan went on to beat West Indies in the quarter-finals by 10 wickets but lost to India in the semi-finals by 29 runs. Waqar eventually stepped down as Pakistan coach in August 2011, citing personal reasons, but a rift with captain Shahid Afridi may have been a contributing factor. In March 2013, it was announced that he would join Sunrisers Hyderabad as their bowling coach for the Indian Premier League 2013 season. In May 2014, Waqar was reappointed as the head coach of Pakistan cricket team for a period of 2 years, commencing from June 2014, hence serving in that capacity for the second time. Waqar resigned from the position of head coach of Pakistani cricket team on April 4, 2016. Waqar said the reasons behind his resignation were cricket board's failure to work on his recommendations and leak of a confidential report after the World T20. He will serve as the head coach for Multan Sultans during the 3rd season of the Pakistan Super League. On 16 November 2017, Waqar appointed as a mentor for Sylhet Sixers, a team of Bangladesh Premier League for 2017. As of March 15, 2018, Waqar appointed for their head coach for the next 2 editions of Bangladesh Premier League. After the Cricket World Cup 2019, Waqar was reappointed as bowling coach of Pakistan cricket team for a 4th time. 2016 ICC World Twenty20. Waqar Younis faced great criticism after Pakistan was unable to make it to the semi-finals, with less pressure on the fact that the country had not seen international cricket for a number of years. Younis was initially blamed. After winning against Bangladesh in the 2020-2016, the team lost against New Zealand, India and Australia, leading to their outing. Waqar begged for forgiveness to the nation and said he was ready to retire if it was needed, but also said it could have been due to the lack of cricket in their own country. However, he later wrote in his report that he blamed Pakistan's poor performance in the matches on player Shahid Afridi. Younis submitted the report to the PCB, where it was somehow leaked to the media. He expressed his anger and said that the report was confidential. It caused fans on social media sites to express disappointment in him, to see him shifting the blame onto Afridi. Younis in the report accused Afridi of being non-serious during the matches and said Mohammed Hafiz had his knee injury as well, which also affected their performance. He also said Afridi either performed poorly himself or that other players did not listen to him as a captain. Regarding the report, he said the PCB Pakistan Cricket Board were painting him as the bad guy and skipped meeting with him regarding the issue later. He then also scrapped plans of retirement and said he wanted to focus on the league. despite his contract as coach ending in June 2016. Younis said he did not want to blame individuals but largely singled out players, particularly Afridi. He said Akmal should not have been selected. Instead, it should be players who are proud to represent their country. He also said that the team lost the Asia Cup in February 2016 because they were unfit as they had not trained during PSL season, and said it was like a holiday for them. Overall, he blamed it on poor captaincy from Afridi. He said it was unfair for him to first use Mohamed Nawaz, a new player, as a bowler in the Asia Cup 2016 because it destroyed his confidence when he was unable to handle it after being hit for 38 runs in 3 overs. Younis later posted on his Twitter, "No one wants to hear the truth." On 4 April 2016, Waqar resigned as head coach of the team just after Shahid Afridi resigned as T20 captain. His reason behind it was the PCB, who he said had used him as the scapegoat and shown him as a villain by leaking the 2020 report. He stepped down as coach 3 months before his contract would end and said that his scrapped salary should definitely be invested in domestic cricket. He added that he had tried his best to revive the team, but they were still unable to better their performance, and his recommendations in the report were badly handled by the PCB, who refused to even talk about the leak. Waqar Younis said his services to Pakistan cricket should not be forgotten and said he was stepping down with a heavy heart. Style. Waqar is one of several Pakistani fast bowlers, beginning with Sarfraz Nawaz, who have been successful at bowling reverse swing because he was used as an old ball bowler early in his career until Imran Khan retired. In partnership with Akram, Younis opened the Pakistan bowling attack in the 1990s. Cricket critics and scholars attribute Younis and Akram to be one of the most effective fast bowling partnerships in cricket history due to their ability to swing the ball at high speed. The ability to reverse swing and his speed led to him becoming one of the most talented bowlers in modern cricket. Waqar explained his ability to reverse swing by the manipulation of an old ball with one side shiny, one side rough. The ball would move in the opposite direction to conventional swing. This led to Waqar having the ability to bowl in swingers and outswingers in the cricket pitch, and in effect both Waqar and Akram became successful in taking wickets by this variation of swing bowling. His fastest time delivery in cricket was 153 km/h or 95.1 mph, a delivery he bowled against South Africa in 1993, but this was after he had suffered serious back injuries, which had really reduced his bowling speeds. He was also effective in the use of bouncers or short pitch deliveries. Waqar's bowling against South Africa in Sheikhupura in Pakistan is remembered for his effective use of the short-pitched delivery. Following Pakistan's victory during the Test match series versus England in 1992, the English media were suspicious of the reverse swing delivery. It was relatively unknown to the cricketing world during that period, and this led to accusations of foul play by critics. However, cricket officials found no evidence of foul play, and the skill of the reverse swing delivery has been accepted in cricket. Sri Lanka fast bowler Lasith Malinga, who became the first bowler in World Cup history to take 2 hat-tricks, has said that he learnt to bowl his deadly Yorkers by watching Pakistan's legendary pair of Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis. No doubt over the years several bowlers have learned and mastered the skill of reverse swing, but there are still some techniques which haven't been explored, e.g. banana swing. The title of banana swing bowler was given to Waqar Younis because of his unique technique of swinging the ball in the air at very high speed before hitting the ground. In most of his hat tricks, he has delivered banana swing balls which were unplayable. Despite his qualities as a fast bowler, he was expensive at times and sometimes lacked the consistency of bowlers such as West Indian fast bowler Curtly Ambrose and Australian fast bowler Glenn McGrath. This may be partly due to the mentality of his former captain, Imran Khan, who prioritized aggression and speed. Fan following. The world's fastest sprinter and runner Usain Bolt, who is from Jamaica in the West Indies, once replied while being asked about who were his heroes when he was a child, "When I was really small, I loved the Pakistan cricket team. Waqar Younis was one of the greatest bowlers ever, and I was a bowler, so I really enjoyed watching him. I was a big Pakistan." When asked what if there was a match between Pakistan and Windies, Bolt remarked, "I would still have supported Pakistan. That's what I'm saying. When I was little, it was all about Pakistan." Award and records. Waqar is the second best strike rate holder in Test match cricket, with a minimum of 10,000 balls being bowled. He has a strike rate of 43.4 even after bowling 16,224 deliveries, which made him second only to Dale Steyn, who has a strike rate of 42.0 after bowling 17,707. Waqar was named among the Wisden Cricketers of the Year in 1992 for his sporting achievements. He is also the only bowler to have taken 5 wickets in an innings in 3 consecutive one-day international matches. In terms of deliveries bowled, he has taken the fastest 300. Although primarily a fast bowler, Waqar scored 10 Test match runs during his career. As of September 2005, he was the only non-batsman to achieve 1,000 runs without scoring a 50. Waqar holds the record for the best strike rate for any bowler, with over 350 Test wickets. Waqar Younis holds the record for the best bowling figures as a captain in an ODI spin/36, and was also the first captain to take a 7-wicket haul in an ODI innings. He also holds the record for scoring the most career ODI runs when batting at number 10, 478. He's the youngest ever bowler to take a 5-wicket haul in an ODI innings at the age of 18 years and 164 days. He holds the record for taking the most 4-wicket hauls in ODI cricket, 27. He holds the record for taking the most consecutive 5-wicket hauls in terms of innings, 3, and he's also the only player to achieve this milestone for 3 successive times. He is the only bowler to take 3 successive fourfers in an ODI innings thrice in his career. 5 wickets in an innings. Waqar Younis has taken 5 or more wickets in an innings on 22 occasions in Test cricket. In one-day international matches, he has taken the most 5-wicket hauls on 13 occasions. ICC Hall of Fame. Younis was inducted in the ICC Hall of Fame of 9 December 2013. He became the 70th male inductee into the Hall of Fame, joining compatriot Hanif Mohammed and Zahir Abbas, as well as his former teammates Imran Khan, Javed Mayandad, and Wasim Akram. On his induction, he said, "It's a huge honor for me. I'm truly grateful to the people who've considered me worthy of such an honor." Controversies. After Pakistan beat India for the first time in an ICC tournament, the 2021 T20 WC, Waqar said that watching Rizwan do namaz in front of Hindus was very special. This created an uproar and he later apologized for the comment.